Hello, Daily Math Blast 9, addition within 100. There were 23 students on the playground, 24 more students went to the playground. How many students are there now? Write and solve an equation to show this problem. Use a symbol for the unknown number. So our first step is to write and solve an equation to show the problem. So remember, our equation matches the story told in the problem. So there were 23 students on the playground. So that's the beginning of our story. 24 more students went to the playground. While our math operation symbol to show more students joining would be addition. And it was 24, so 23 plus 24. And we want to know how many students are there now. So equals. And our symbol for our unknown number, we're going to use mystery box. Okay, now everybody should have that. Everybody should have our equation to show the problem. Now, here's where we can each do things a little differently. So we can use whatever strategy we want to add 23 and 24. I'm going to use a place value strategy. So I'm going to make a place value chart. Tens, ones. So 23 is made of 3 ones and 2 tens. 24 is made of 4 ones and 2 tens. And now we're just going to combine them or add them to make our new number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. So 4 tens, 7 ones, or 47. Now, our teacher can require us to write a sentence. Maybe want a sentence in our answer, or at least a statement. So we at least want to label this. So 47 what? Well, 47 students. Count backward by 1, 5, 10, and 100. Skip count backward by 5, 70. So I'm going to keep taking away 5 ones is what I'm going to do here. Well, right now I have 0 ones. So I can kind of, in my head, mentally do this. Take a 10, break it apart into 10 ones. So I have 6 tens, 10 ones. I take 5 of those away. That makes 65. Now I can take 5 of those away. 60. And now I can kind of do the same thing in my head that I did here. I take a 10, that's 5. So 5 tens. I'd have 10 ones, take 5 away, 5 ones. So 70, 65, 60, 55. So each time I'm just taking 5 ones away. Skip count backward by 10. Well, if you look right here, that's how many tens are in this number right now. So I can think of it as having 62 tens can be used to build this number. So if I take a 10 away, that's 61 tens. And notice the 7 ones are just staying the same here because I'm just taking a 10 away. Take a 10 away, 60 tens, 7 ones. Take a 10 away, 59 tens, 7 ones. So that's a little easier way to think about that 10. That way I don't have to break apart a 100. Subtract. Subtract within 1,000. 647 minus 435. And then we have this one over here, 832 minus 627. I'm going to use 2 different strategies to solve this. So this one I'm going to use the arrow method. I believe I've used that one before in a video. This one I'm going to use that place value strategy similar to the one above, except this time in subtraction. So let's use the arrow method for this one. So 647. Now I need to end up taking away 435. Now remember, if you use the arrow method, you can take it away in any size chunks that work for you. So don't think you have to use the exact same numbers, even if you're using the same strategy. So draw my arrow here. Now a real easy number for me to take away is I notice there's 600s here, and I need to eventually take away 400s. So I'm going to take care of the hundreds first. So I'm going to take away 400s. Well, I had 600s. I take away 400s. That would leave me with 200s and then my 47. So 247. So I've taken away 400. That means I have 35 remaining. Well, again, I'm going to take away my tens this time. So I have 3 tens to take away, and I have 4 tens. So I can easily do that. So take away that 30. Well, I'm not changing the hundreds. I'm not changing the ones. I'm just changing the tens. So 4 tens minus 3 tens would be 110. So 217. Well, I've taken away the 400, I've taken away the 30, and now I just have the 5 remaining. So now I'm going to take away 5. I have 7 ones, I take away 5 ones, that would leave me with 2 ones, so 200 212. I'm going to circle it so my teacher has a little easier time finding it there. Now remember, arrow method. The arrows, you can make whatever works for you. Now we're going to come over here and use that place value. We're going to use a place value chart. So here we have hundreds, tens, and ones. So hundreds, tens, and ones. I just used the first letter there to make it easy. You can write out the word if you need be. So 832, that's what I'm going to build first. So I have 2 ones and 3 tens and 8 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One thing with the place value chart, we tend to like to put them in rows of 5. Just makes it very easy to count them real quick because I can just look up here, see it's too short of 2 full rows, so that's 8. So that's just a little tip for doing counters there. It makes them a little easier to count because that's the difficulty when you're using this strategy. Now I need to subtract 627, so I need to cross off 7 ones. Well, if I look here, I only have 2 ones right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of my tens, and I'm going to decompose or break it apart. Now, 110 equals 10 ones. Remembering this number up here. So that 110, I broke it apart into 10 ones. Now, do I have 7 ones I can cross off? I have plenty of ones. I'm going to need to cross off 2 tens. I still have those 2 tens there. And I need to cross off 600s, and I have more than 600s here. So now I can start subtracting. So first, I'm going to cross off my 7 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 ones, and now if I look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 remaining. And now I'm going to cross off 2 tens. 1, 2. So if you look, I have 0 tens remaining. And now 600s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 hundreds remaining. So 205. Line plots. Record the measurements on the line plot. So I have 2 inches, 5 inches, 7 inches, and so on. So the first thing, I have this nice number line that I'm going to create my line plot on. Now a line plot is made of x's, so we're going to stack x's above the data. An x shows each time that data point occurs. So in other words, I have a 2 here, a 2 here, and a 2 here. So I would have 3 x's above the 2. Now, since I have this nice open number line, I can break it apart any way that I want. So I have, first thing I want to look at my smallest number is a 2. My largest number is a 7. So I need to include the numbers from 2 to 7. Now I could go further down, so I'm going to put a 1 here. I could go higher up. I'm going to stop at 7. So break apart, so 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch, 7 inch. Now, I would like my spacings to be about the same because from here to here is 1 inch, from here to here is 1 inch. But as long as they're close, that's what the most important thing when we're looking at this line plot. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through my data, record it using x's. I want to make the x's about the same size and not put a big space between them. So I don't want big gaps, and I also don't want them to overlap. So I have a 2 inch here, 5 inch, 7 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 2 inch, 4 inch, and 4 inch. So I can have a little bit of a space here, but if you notice, my space is very consistent and it's just distinct enough to know how many x's. You could also touch them as long as you're consistent with your data, so it's very easy to read. So the big thing is I want to be able to tell, for example, glancing at my line plot, that 3, 5, and 7 are all equal. 4 is more than 3, 5, 6, and 7. And 2 is the most frequent at all. So that's the point of a line plot. We want to be able to just glance at it and quickly be able to compare our data points there. Partition a rectangle into rows and columns. Hannah is making a pizza for her family. She wants to partition the pizza into 2 rows and 4 columns. How many same-sized pieces of pizza will Hannah have? So I have 2 rows and 4 columns. That's what I'm breaking this apart. Well, rows go side to side. So I just need to break this into 2 somewhat equal parts, as close as I can eyeball it. Put it right there. Now, you could use a nice straight edge to make it a little nicer. So I've done my 2 rows. And now I need to do my 4 columns. Now, you could break it apart here. A nice trick for 4 is if I partition this into 2. So I've got 2 relatively equal parts there. Well, I know 2 2s make 4. So if I break that apart there, break that apart there, I've got my 4 columns. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I've got my 4 columns there. And now it's asking me how many pieces of pizza have I divided or partitioned this into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 pieces or units of pizza. This was Daily Math Blast 9. Thank you.